Good morning from my car. We're starting a new vlog. Today is Tuesday. I am going into the office and I've got some audiobooks going. I'm currently listening to The Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey again because it's one of my books for the BookTube Prize, and before I do my final rating of all of them, I want to listen to it again. I think I listened to it last year, maybe. Can't remember. It hasn't been that long, but I did get it on Libro FM, as used one of my credits for that. I'm also listening to the Deborah Wiles middle grade. I'll put a picture here. It's Each Bird That Sings or something like that. And I need to start a new physical book. That probably won't happen while I'm at work. I think that's all I wanted to say. There's a nice covering of pollen on everything. 'Tis the spring in the South, and I do take allergy medicine every day in the spring. Sometimes I have to break out the decongestant because, yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. Yeah, let's go to work. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, and yeah, what did I do yesterday? I kept thinking it was Thursday because my day of going into the office changed. I went in Tuesday to cover for a coworker, and yesterday I went on some walks. I worked a lot and did some reorganization in my bedroom. It is a lot of pollen. There is a lot of pollen here in Atlanta. In the spring in general, it's definitely hitting me. If you can hear congestion, I take allergy medicine every day during the spring. I just haven't taken it yet this morning. I'm about to have breakfast. I'm actually not working today. I wanted to take kind of a day to do a few fun things, and I will bring you along. I have family coming into town on Saturday, and I will vlog through it. I don't know how much I will actually talk to the camera, talk to you all. While my family is here, we have some plans going on. We're gonna go, baseball is starting up this weekend, and we're going to the Braves game on Sunday, which I'm really excited about. I haven't been able to go to a in-person game in years, mainly because of my health and taking care of my mom. I used to go pretty regularly. I'm a big baseball fan. Baseball and NASCAR. I don't know. Those are just my two. And I can't explain it. Anyway, I will be doing that this weekend, hanging out with my family. We will have 2 dogs because my sister is bringing her dog. She's very skittish, their dog, and doesn't walk well on leash. They have a fenced-in backyard, so she goes in there. But Rocket likes his daily walks, so maybe we can try and get Tilly used to going on walks if there's another dog. Sometimes that helps skittish dogs if there is another dog in the household. My Remy was, I call him semi-feral when I got him because I couldn't touch him. I had to have a leash on him at all times in the house. But my other dogs, he really clung to them, and the dogs that I had when he first came to me, I'd had for years. My other Chihuahua, actually, Finnegan, and my Beagle mix, Sophia, I'd had for years. So he really learned from them that I was an okay person. And also I fed him, so he soon loved me, and as y'all saw, when he was still with me. Then I couldn't get him to stop sitting on me or laying on me. And then he loved walks as well. So maybe we can get Tilly used to walking with Rocket. Today, I'm going to have my breakfast, and then I'm going to have my therapy appointment. I have online therapy. I work in psychology, my training's in counseling. I am a big advocate for therapy, whether you have stuff going on or not. But yeah, I've been seeing the same therapist since my mom first got sick. And then I'm going to go to, the shelter. They have a program called Dog for a Day where you can take a dog out of the shelter and just give them a break from the loudness and the anxiety that they can feel from other dogs there. Take them for walks. You can, take them out in the community. They all have Adopt Me vests on, so it's kind of getting them out and helping people see them. You're marketing them, basically. But I did notice that there's a dog that I met when I was looking for a dog who was adopted out and is back at the shelter. So I kind of want to go and see her and see if she could use a day out. They also have a beagle. But I'm full. I'm not going to adopt a dog. I just want to give them a break. And that's fun for me because Rocket, I've learned, doesn't love going for long walks. He's like, okay, I've done my business. I've sniffed. Let's go back. And I do like going for longer walks. So the dogs that I was looking at taking out, they are bigger dogs and could probably use more exercise. So we'll see about that. But I think other than that, I'm not sure what I'm going to be reading. I am still listening to Each Little Bird That Sings by Deborah Wiles for the buzzword prompt, middle grade March. I'm also listening to Wild Dark Shore. That is my last book for the BookTube Prize. I've already read it, but I read it, I don't know, last year sometime. So I want to make sure when I'm judging the BookTube Prize that I do remember what it's about. I just want to have it fresher in my mind. And then I need to put in my ratings for that by the 30th, which is Monday. I need to double check on that. I think it's Monday, actually. But because I've listened to it already, I'm listening to it at at least 2 times speed, maybe speed it up a little bit, just because I'm familiar with the story. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat breakfast and I'll check back in later. I'm back in the car, and yeah, I'm going to run an errand. My sister and her family are on their way down here. Rocket loves car rides, so he's coming with me. The weather has gotten cold again. Why is that? It was 80 yesterday. Had shorts on. Actually, yesterday I went out in pants and had to change to shorts. And then this morning I went out in shorts and was freezing. So, yeah, I know we have mild climate compared to everyone else. It's just shocking to the body. I am probably more than halfway through Every Little Bird That Sings, and it's sad and grief-filled, and yeah, I'm loving the dog. There's a dog in it that seems to go to folks when they're feeling sad. Was trying to finish up a few other books today, but mostly it's going to be audiobooks, cleaning, and waiting for my family to get here. So let's go run our errands. It's Friday morning. I don't work on Fridays anymore. I'm actually headed to the town I grew up in for a massage. My friend up there is a massage therapist. Yeah, I haven't talked to you much the other days because I had family here, and then our pollen count was really bad yesterday, and my sinuses, just everything. It affected everything yesterday. So I will wrap up the vlog later today. I'm hoping to, after I get my massage, go to a local coffee shop and study, set up kind of a study thing for my counselor exam that I'm hoping to take this summer. I fell asleep with my hair wet, but when I go for a massage, she does massage my head, so I'm not doing anything with it. So yeah, it's Friday. We'll see what we get up to besides studying and getting a massage. Today's Saturday. I did not wrap up the vlog yesterday because I ended up in kind of a bit of a flare from the massage, which isn't always unexpected. It just depends, honestly. But I think it was a combination of poor sleep over the week. My family was here, and then getting all the parts of my body that were already dealing with pain massaged. So I did not go to a coffee shop. I did not do much yesterday after I got home. But I do want to wrap up this vlog, and I never reviewed Each Little Bird That Sings by Deborah Wiles. I would like to know from my friends who have read this, why y'all let me read this? Why? Because it had me crying, like legit crying. And if you've read this, you know why. You know why. This is about grief. This is about grief. And I knew that going into it. But yeah, if you've read this and you know me, if you know me a little bit, even, why did I read this book? It was good. It was really good. I'm going to give it a 4-star. It's about Comfort, who grows up in a family that has a funeral home, and yeah, she loses some really important people in her life, and she talks through that, and then she has sort of she gets lost, and there's a tragedy, and yeah. But this was good. This really hit hard at this current time in my life. So anyway, that was good. And then I did submit my rankings for the BookTube Prize. I will link below the video that I put out sharing my thoughts on all the books. I have gotten my list for the next round, which last year when I did the BookTube Prize, I did do nonfiction. I only did the first round because I was moving during the second round. I'm gonna do the second round. Did the first, now I'm gonna do the second. I've gotten my books. I think I'm only going to do the first and second round this time for this year, because I have a trip planned in June, and I think it would go into the last round, and I don't want to have to worry about keeping up with reading while I'm traveling. So yeah, I had a great time with my family. I know I talked a lot about pollen because in the spring, that's pretty much how you arrange your day in the South. I've had a few days of pretty significant congestion. When we went to the baseball game, it was cold and windy, very windy, and the wind was blowing all of the pollen everywhere. I also just wanted to update you on Zara, the dog that I took out for the dog for a day from our county shelter. And she is in a foster home right now, which is great for her because she is really skittish and just needs some stability and of being out of that shelter. I think I will continue to do dog for a day when I can on the weekends. I I need to figure out a good place to go walking. I took Zara to just a shopping center, thinking we could walk around there, and it was just so loud that and close to the road that it was not totally fun for her. We did go into a pet supply store. That's part of why I went to that shopping center. And they gave her a treat, and she seemed to really like it there, and fell asleep in the car on the way back. I thought doing the dog for a day. So they have dog for a day at the shelter, and then they have weekend warrior where you take the dog for a weekend and give them a break from the shelter. I thought it would be hard, and it wasn't easy. You know, I don't say this lightly, to take Zara back to the shelter. But I have read and heard from people I know in rescue that it increases the dog's chances of adoption because they have that break and they're not getting kennel stress. They're not, pretty much dogs in shelters are either going to shut down or they're going to get kennel stress, which doesn't show great. They're bouncing off the walls or barking just because they've been in the kennel situation for, 22 plus hours in a day, and not getting adequate exercise. So they show better if they've been out and have some time. And like I said, when I went to look up Zara just before I started filming this, because I wanted to give an update, she is in a foster home, and that's awesome. That was a lot of stuff happening in the last week, and didn't get as much reading done. I mean, I got the BookTube Prize books done, which was my goal, and now I'm going to move on to April TBR. Got a couple of side projects going on, and yeah, we'll continue to be in our audiobook era and see what I can get. I've got my next round of the BookTube Prize books. I got to start that now. So I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining me. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Bye.